Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Educate Yourself. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the layers of the scalp, artery and nerve supply of the scalp, venous drainage of the scalp, and some clinical anatomy. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss the layers of the scalp. Friends, you need to remember the scalp, SCALP, scalp. S stands for the second, C stands for connective tissue, which is here. A stands for aponeurosis, which is here. L stands for loose connective tissue, which is here, this layer. And P stands for pericranium, which is here. Friends, also remember that this is the skull bone over here, and the layers of the scalp lies above the skull bone, which is skull bone is here. Okay, and below the skull bone lies the meningeal layers of dura mater. The skin is thick and hairy. It is adherent to the apocranial aponeurosis through the dense superficial fascia, as in the palms and soles. It has more number of sweat glands and sebaceous glands. This is the here you can see. It contains hair and it's very thick and dense and hairy in nature. And the number 2 is the connective tissue. It is also known as superficial fascia, which is more fibrous and dense in the center than at the periphery of the head. It contains many blood vessels, as you can see here. These are the blood vessels you can see. It binds the skin to the adjacent aponeurosis uh, and provides the proper medium for passage of vessels and nerves to the skin like this. It contains artery and veins, as you can see here. And the third one is epicranial aponeurosis. Epicranial aponeurosis, or it's also known as gala aponeurotica, is freely movable on the pericranium along with the overlying and adherent skin and fascia. As you can see in this image, the epicranial aponeurosis, anteriorly it receives the insertion of the frontalis. Here you can see it is insertion of the frontalis anteriorly. It receives the insertion of the occipitalis here posteriorly and is attached to the occipital protuberance and to the hiatal lines in between the occipital bellies. So friends, what have we discussed about? We discussed epicranial aponeurosis receives the insertion anteriorly to the frontalis muscle and posteriorly to the occipitalis muscle. Guys, the first three layers are bound together as a single unit. This single unit can move along the loose areolar tissue over the pericranium, which is adherent to the calvaria. And also, the first three layers of scalp are called surgical layers of the scalp. These are called as scalp proper also. Friends, now coming to the fourth layer, that's loose areolar tissue. Loose areolar tissue extends anteriorly into the eyelids because frontalis muscle has no bony attachment. Posteriorly to superior nuchal line. The layer of loose areolar tissue is known as the dangerous area of the scalp because the emissary veins which course here may transmit infection from the scalp to the cranial venous sinuses. Now friends, coming to the fifth layer, which is pericranium. The fifth layer of the scalp, called the pericranium, is loosely attached to the surface of the bones, but is firmly adherent to their sutures, while the sutural ligaments bind the pericranium to the endocranium. Hope friends you like my video. If you want to see the other video related to the artery and nerve supply of the scalp, let's check it out another video. And don't forget to share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.